So we got these GOFANs. We get the box. There wasn't really much to open. You can look these on Google if you're super curious. But I got these at Ross. GOFAN. It's basically this little tiny Chinese fan. The plastic is very cheap quality, so if you drop it, it probably will break. But why I got these is because most of the little fans use a 12-volt socket, which sucks. It takes up the whole port. But this one, not only you can power it on USB, it has a little rechargeable battery in the back, which I'll show you. So it looks very unassuming and little, but you can swivel it all the way in circles, whatever way you want, which is nice. Has a little padded clip right here too, so you can clip it to like your car or whatever you want to clip it to in your car. And like if you're sitting there in the heat, and obviously your air conditioning is the only to run when your car's on, but guess what? And it's got, as you can see, it's got a little USB port right here. And then that's how you open it up, and I'll show you. It's, you know, like those flashlights, tactical flashlights have rechargeable battery. That's all this is. So it's literally just one little rechargeable battery. I think it's like 2,500 milliamps or something small. But trying to, so you can technically, since I have 3 of these, I can charge them all up and just take the 2 extra batteries with me and just replace the batteries if it dies. But being that's USB, I can plug this in my car if I want to. I can plug this in my power bank if I want to, and these cheap Chinese plastic things will drive you effing nuts. Trying to get it, it's so cheap and tiny that like, you don't want to break it. And okay, anyways, but that's it. This feels really good if it's right in front of you, and it's so small and compact that you literally just, there's a knob to turn it on. The camera focus so it gets brighter, but there's a knob to turn it on right here. So it starts as low, that's low. That's as loud as it gets too, which is nice, and it feels good. Like it right here, it feels great. You can feel it. It's like a nice little desk fan. You can just, and look, there's no wires too, so I can take this wherever I want. Get about 2 hours, give or take, depending on like how hot it is outside. What's nice about this is I can probably find out the battery size and get a bigger battery. You can buy them very cheap on like the the Ultrafire batteries, those cheap ones. I could probably buy a better battery, like a 2-pack for $20, and I can double the runtime on this thing. But it's nice having 2 Anchor power banks. I can have 2 fans on at the same time if I want to. I can have 3 on the same time, but and you don't have to have it charged to run it. Like if it's dead, I think I can just plug it in and turn it on. I'm not sure, but it comes charged. That's nice. I don't know how much, but it does show on the back. It's a blue light. You can see the blue light. So with these, turn down a little bit. With these, like you don't get any warning that it's like gonna die. It just shuts off. It'll just go near. So you get about 2 hours. So. It takes about 2 hours. You get about 2 hours. So it might be lithium. It might not be, but I don't think it is because it takes forever to charge. But for a little cheap Chinese fan, that's pretty nice, honestly. It'd be a great tent fan if you're going camping. You could just hang this up. Hang this up, hang your power bank, and you're good. If your car broke down on the side of the road and you got no AC and it's hot outside, ooh, that's nice. For me, what I use it for is we went camping and I brought this with. And we were bike riding, I was sweating like a pig, right? So I come back, I use those Ralph's wipes, wipe my sweat on my face. I soaked my Mission cooling hoodie, put it on, that felt amazing. And I sat in my chair and turned this on like this. And it was like 101 or 102 outside, and it felt like it was 60 outside with this in my Mission cooling hoodie. So it's like, I can feel it from here, so. That, not so much. So it's about 5 feet away, you can feel it, I guess, maybe 4 feet. But that's nice, though. Not too loud, not annoying. You just gotta look at Ross and try and find new things, because sometimes you're amazed and you find these little awesome Chinese fans that don't use like any power. Like what if the power goes out in your house and you don't have an APC battery back, and then you want to run a fan, and you have power banks, and guess what? This would have been nice to have when we had the California earthquakes, because there was no power for like a week. We didn't have no air conditioning, no fans, no nothing. Imagine having this on earthquakes, those California earthquakes. Whew. And what's nice is, like, if you really want to life hack the shit out of this thing, it's such thin plastic, you could just drill a hole there if you wanted to, and throw a bolt through there and put it on something, or throw a carabiner on there if you wanted to really hold it to something, you know what I'm saying? So you could literally, there's so much room here, you could zip tie it to something if you wanted to. Possibilities are endless, but you could literally, so there's nothing on this side and nothing on this side, so you could literally drill a hole through there and then really clip it to stuff if you wanted to. But yeah, just a simple micro USB fan. It works really good. It doesn't weigh anything, so. And this is whatever, 2,500 milliamp, and I got 20,000 milliamp. So this is really nice. So if you're at Ross and you see that box, go get your GoFan. I think these are on Amazon. If I can find a link, I'll link to it on Amazon if you want to buy one on Amazon. But I think they're quite. And if you notice, there's a screw in here, so you could literally take the base off if you wanted to and just hold the fan, which is kind of a good idea actually if you don't want this clip. But it's nice, you can spin it any kind of way. And you want to see what it looks like near my rigid fan. This is fun. This is actually hilarious. See what it looks like next to my rigid fan. My rigid fan's not that big, that's my hand, so this thing is, that's how small it is, dude. It's tiny, but it's quiet and you can feel the air, so it's definitely worth $10. Not much more than $10, but just my rigid fan on full blast. Here's this fan on full blast. You can't even hear it. Put this thing on full blast. Just sounds like a bee. I can feel on my legs, but rigid fan's got a nice little dial too. You can, yeah. So this rigid fan on low, this one's more powerful. So I'm gonna try and match it. It's about right there. So the rigid fan barely. But there she is, just a simple little. And GoFan is like the perfect name for it because it's just a little simple on the go fan, basically. Smart spin technology streams air in every direction. The box design is kind of cool, but it's kind of cheesy at the same time. It's just a basic fan. Refreshing blast of air anywhere you want. Works great at home, office, outdoor. So funny, the advertisements. It's from Spark Innovations. So if you look up Spark Innovations on Amazon, I'm sure you can find it too. But I wouldn't clip it to a pole. I don't think it would stay on. But if you clip it to something like flat and thin, or just set it up on the desk, it would. It's nice that it comes charged too, so because it does take forever to charge. So if you have something USB, you can just plug it straight to USB. If you have a brick, you can plug it the USB into the brick and use it that way, or you can just recharge it. So get yourself a little GoFan. It'll work pretty good.